Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and I am Naveen or from MTech, like pursuing my MTech in the BIT college under the guidance of the Maya BS. In today's video, we are going to learn how to create a VPN connection between the two offices using Cisco Packet Tracker. In this, we will be covering both the theory as well as the simulation part. So you can understand what's happening and the practical step-by-step configuration. By the end of this video, we will be knowing that exactly how to connect two office securely over the internet using the VPN in the packet tracker. The VPN in the sense like virtual private network. What is virtual private network? First, let's quickly understand the concept of a virtual private network. It allows two private networks to communicate securely over the public internet. In our case, like we have an office A and office B, we will connect through the routers over a simulation internet connections, and we'll be using IP section VPNs, which encrypts the data so that even if someone intercepts it, they can't read it. The two main components in our setups are ISAKMP. We use this because for establishing a secure tunnel. And second one main component is that IP section. This we'll be using for the encryption or encrypting the data which we are sending from the office A to the office B. And we will be assigning some IP addresses to the IP PC1 and the PC2, which means that office 1 and the office 2. Internet like 192, like IP addresses like 192.168.1.0/24, like etc. for the office 2. In this, like in this VP connection between the two offices, introduction to VPN. The VPN, which stands for the Virtual Private Network, which allows secure communication between over the network, between the two offices over the network. Like it allows two or more private networks to connect securely over a public network, like the internet. This secure connection is achieved through encryption and tunneling, which protects the data from unauthorized access and eavesdropping. The VPNs are widely used by the companies to connect multiple offices or enable employees to work remotely. And we have types of VPNs like site-to-site VPN and remote access VPN. And other one is like MPLS and SSL VPNs. In this, we are going to cover only site-to-site VPN and remote access VPN. In site-to-site VPN, we are going to connect the entire network to each other or different locations securely, such as between the two office branches. And sorry, whereas in the remote access VPN, we allow individual users to connect securely to a private network from the network from the remote locations, like working from the home, whereas which is suitable for the work from home employees. The other one type is like MPLS and SSL VPNs. These are specialized VPN technologies which is used for the specific network architecture or a secure web-based access. How VPN works? Like VPNs will create a secure tunnel between the two endpoints. When data leaves your computer or an office network, it is encrypted so that even if someone intercepts the traffic, they cannot read it. This encrypted data is sent over the public internet through the VPN tunneling and decrypted only when it reaches the other endpoint or end of the connections. At the destination, the data is decrypted back to its original form. VPN protocols. Like VPN uses, like in this VPN, which uses the various protocols because to establish and secure the tunnel. Some common VPN protocols such as IP section, Internet Protocol Security, IPsec, which means that Internet Protocol Security, which is used for the securing Internet Protocol communication by the authenticating and encrypting each IP packet. It is widely used for the secure tunneling. Another protocol is called SSL or TLS. It is used for the secure web-based VPNs, means that we commonly use it to secure web traffic and create a VPN tunnel through a web browser. And also PPTP. It is one of the VPN protocol, which is an older protocol with less security, mainly used for the backward compatibility. And also L2TP. The L2TP is always combined with the IP security to provide security and tunneling. For better security, we will be using it always combined with the IP security. Okay. Next, we will be dealing with or we will be knowing the benefits of VPN. What are the benefits by using the VPN? Like we have some five benefits like secure communication over a public networks and protects the data from hackers and data thefts. Eavesdroppers is in essence data thefts. It enables remote work and connectivity between the two offices or a branch offices connectivity. And it also reduces the costs compared to the dedicated lines. And also it ensures the privacy by making IP address and encrypting data. Some use cases like connecting, we are dealing some one of the use case by connecting the two offices. Like of in this use case, we have in two offices in different locations and we need to connect using a site-to-site VPN. Each office has its own LAN and the VPN tunnel securely connect the routers at the both ends. And the data between the two offices is encrypted. Okay. And this allows employees in both offices to share resources, access files, and communicate securely as if they were on the same local network. Employees can securely share files and access resources. Like this is the theory part. Now we will be moving to the simulation part. Like now we will be moving to the simulation part. Like in the simulation part, as we know that it is a secure connection to officers over the internet, and it provides a secure communication by encrypting the traffic between the routers. And this simulation uses Cisco packet tracker with two Cisco 2A11 routers and Now, in this, before we are going to simulate, we have to take some hardware parts like network topologies. Now, we're gonna take some two offices like Office 1 and Office 2, which has an IP address of 192.168.1.8, and Office 2, which has 192.168.2.0. And this VPN link between the routers, like address of the routers are like 10.0.0.0. And device we are using like routers, we are using like 2811 routers and two PCs. And connection between these routers and PCs are done with the copper straight through. We are not using the serial cable between the PCs and the routers. We are not connecting through the serial cable. In this simulation part, what we are going to do, the connection between the VPN of two different offices, we are making the connection, or we are connecting through the copper straight through, not through the serial cable. Now we are going to know some VPN configuration steps. Like it has configured like ISAKMP policy and set pre-shared key, define IP security transform set. And these are the configurations what we are making to the VPN, like creating the crypto map for the routers, like define access control list, apply crypto map to the interface, and etc. And Cisco router configuration example, these are the examples or for the configuration purpose we'll be using if for the routers. And after configuration is done between the routers and the PCs, we need to ping a PC in Office 1 to a Office 2. Because we are pinging, because the message can be transferred from the data can be transferred from the PC 1, that is Office 1, to the Office 2. If the PC, that ping is successfully done, then we can share or we can send the data between the two offices, like PC1 to the PC2. And verifying the IP security associations with the show crypto ISAKMPSA, and verifying the IP security details which show crypto IP security SA, and ensure the traffic in encrypted and tunnels in established. Next conclusion, like VPN, we will be concluding like VPN, which provides a secure link between the two offices, and also Cisco Packet Tracker allows safe simulation of the VPN setup, and efficient IP address helps in proper networking science, etc. Now we are moving to the Cisco Packet Tracker for the simulation part. Yeah, this is our Cisco Packet Tracker, where we can find the PCs in the end devices like PC, laptops, servers, and etc. Lot of what we can take, we will be there. It will be there in these end device sections, and where we can find the routers, in the sense like in the network devices we can find the routers and switch hubs and wireless devices, and also security and WAN emulators. As of now, we are only taking the PC and router 2.22811, and connections like copper straight through and also copper crossover connections cables we are using. Like first we need to, before before connecting or before simulating, we need to take the PCs. Like we have to take two PC0 and PC1, and we need a two routers. We go to the network device and select the routers, and we are taking the 2811 router because it has in two interfaces, one router for this and one router here, like. And these are the office. This is an office one, and this is an office two. We have been connected, or we have been placed a two routers between the office one and the office two. Now we are going to connect from, we are taking in the connections, we are going in the connections, taking a cable called as copper straight through. We are selecting it and we are connecting PC, that is fast Ethernet 0 to router of fast Ethernet 0 by 0. And same for the PC2, that is Office 2, PC1. It is fast Ethernet 0 to the fast Ethernet 0 by 0. And between, whenever we are connecting the routers, we will be using the copper crossover cable, because we need to use the copper crossover cable whenever you are connecting for the routers. Between the router to router, we need to make use of the copper crossover. We can't use the copper straight through. We are selecting the copper crossover and select fast Ethernet 0 by 1 and connect to the fast Ethernet 0 by 1. Now the connections has been made. Now we need to assign some IP address for the Office 1 and Office 2. Yeah. Now we are going to assign some IP address for the PC0. Clicking on the PC, and we move to the configure desktop, and we go to the IP configuration. And here we are entering the IP address 192.168.1.10, and subnet mask, it only takes directly. And we need to give default gateway, because we are making use of the routers. Whenever you are making the connection, like making use of routers between the two office, we need to give the default gateway for the offices, or the for the PCs, like such as we are giving the default gateway IP address as 192.168.1.1. Okay, we'll close it. And same process we'll be doing for the PC2, but changing the IP address. The IP address need not to be same. It should be a different IP address for the different offices. Now for the office 2, we are giving the IP address as 192.168.2.10. And subnet mask, it takes its own only. And we are giving the default gateway as 192.168.1.1. Okay, and to 1.1, not 1.1, sorry, 2.1, 2.1, and close this. And now whenever we assign the IP address for the PC, we can't assign the IP address for the routers. Like IP configuration, we can't do for the routers. Like where we have done through like IP configuration, we don't have an option for this IP configuration to enter the IP address. So we need to go to the CLI, and then we need to enter. Now Yeah, wait. CLI. We need to type enable. Like in regular PCs, we can enter the IP address directly, but in the routers, we can't directly enter or give the IP address. So we need to give through the code. We need to enable the router. After enable, we need to configure conf t divide by, like afterwards, we need to give the interface f0/0 and IP address as the address is IP address 1 in space 255.255.255.0. Enter. After assigning the IP address, we need to give the no shutdown. Enter. After entering, enter and now exit. Now we have assigned the IP address for the F01, F0/0. As we see here that now where the before previously it was like red marks or red connection. Now it has turned to the green because the connection has been established between the PC1 to the F0/0 of the router. And one like if this router has two interface, that is 0/F0/0 and F0/1. We have made connections securely from PC0 to F/0. We need to make the connection between the F0/1 to the F like a router of 0 to the router 1 of F0/1. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Now click on the router and interface F0/1. Enter, giving the IP address ADD or ESS IP address of like 10.0.0.1 and space 255.255.255.252. Because in this we are moving to find the difference between these IP address. Like here we are giving 255.255.255.0. Here we are giving 255.255.252. Okay, enter. After that, no shutdown. Enter, enter, exit. It comes out of the interface. Now do same for the, we will be doing same for the router 1 with its IP addresses. Okay, go to the CLI and no, enter, enter, and we need to first enable the router. After enable, we need to configure the terminal, and after configuration, we need to give the interface F0/0, enter IP address of 192.168.2.1. Enter. After no shutdown, enter, exit. And we need to give the interface for the F0/1. Enter interface, sorry, IP address of 10.0.0.2 space 255.255.250.252. Enter. Now exit. Enter. After exit, sorry, after this, not exit. Sorry, we have made a mistake. Like whenever we give the IP address to 10.ip, like, we need to give interface again. Interface F0/0 or 1. Enter. Enter. No shutdown. No shutdown. Enter to exit. After giving the exit, we need to enter the IP route. IP route 192.168.1.0 space 255.250.250.0 space 10.0.0.0.1. Enter. And we need to do the IP route for the route 1. This one. Yeah. Enter. IP route route 192.168.2.0 space 255.255.255.0 space 10.0.0.2. Enter. After this connection C, after we are giving the assigning the IP address in the routers, we know we are make that previous it was the red marks between these connections. Now we turn to the green because we have assigned the IP address between these routers and the routers. Now after assigning these IP address, we need to configure the VPN like IP security like site to site. So we need to configure the VPN. Now we need to configure the VPN. How to configure? Like same thing. Go to the router, click on the router and CLI, and now enter. It's in the configuration mode. If it's not in the configuration mode, we need to enter enable and configuration, etc. Something like that. And after router config, we need to enter the ISAKMP. It's a phase ISAKMP phase 1 policy. Enter is like ISAKMP. So ISAKMP phase 1 policy. Like we have been given that we need to enter capital letters. I think so. ISAKMP space phase 1 policy. Enter. Same, it gives the same. Like now we need to do the, it is like name. We are doing the ISAKMP phase because it is not an proper code. So we are encrypting, like we are encrypting. So CRYPTO encrypto ISAKMP/policy of 10. Enter. it comes to the configuration mode of the ISAKMP. Now encrypt. ENCRY encryption. Encryption. AES enter. HASH SHA enter. Authentication pre-share. Sorry, authentication spelling is wrong. Authen- Authentication. Okay. Okay. After authentication, group two, enter, exit, enter. After this, it comes to the same configuration one. Now again, crypto ISA KMP key Cisco ADD RESS address 10.0.0.2 0.2. Enter this step 3 like IPsec phase 2 transform set is again crypto IPsec IP security transform set like my set ESP ESP the model tunnel input value okay exit enter. When we give exit, it comes like this. Again, we need to enter twice. After that, we need to enter crypto, sorry, enter. We need to do the crypto like configuration mode in the, we need to these in the router mode only. When it should be in the router mode only. Okay. Crypto map map my map 10 IP6 slash ISA AMP enter it map which was the map like because we need to do in the configuration mode 50 enter paste enter. Okay, after this we need to set the pair 10.0.0.2 enter and after that set transform set null set enter match address 100 enter of this exit to do like a access list of ACC access slash list of 100 permit EP 192 168.1.0 space 0.0.0.255 space 192.168.2.0 space 0.0.0.2. Enter. After this, need to interface for the F0 interface. Face is F0/1. Enter. H1 is IP address of 10.0.0.1 space 255.255.255.252. Enter. Crypto map map. Enter. No shutdown to exit. Now we have done for the F0 slash. Now we need to do for the F interface of F0/0. Enter. IP address of 192.168.1.1 space 255.255.255.0. Enter. No shutdown. Enter. Exit. And now it is completed. We have done for the router 1. Same thing we need to do for the router 2 with a different IP address that I will be showing. Yeah. Okay. Because enable conf t module enter crypto some kp some kmp policy of 10. Enter encryption. Yes, enter HSH such a CR alias enter authentication reshare enter group to enter exit. And I say no again crypto Like once the router one is completed, after that we will go to the router two and we will be same. We will be typing same things. After connecting, these are the things what we are going to do for the router two. And now close. Now the connections has been made to all the these. And now we are going to attach the file. We have attached the files, the PC1 and PC2. And now we are going to ping the PC one. Like of when we are going to ping, we need to open click on the PC and go to the desktop and same command prompt and ping 192.168.2.10. Yeah. After pinging, it gives the successful means if the packet is going to the PC1 to the PC, like PC1 to the PC2, like Office 1 to the Office 2, whether it's going or not. When we send the data from the PC1 to the PC2, whether it's going or not, we need to see that. Yeah. Again, we will be running PC1. Yeah. Once starting, it will be showing the timeout. Again, we need to run again twice. Then it will be showing the reply from the 192 from PC1. That reply takes from the PC2, which takes the reply from the PC 192.168 bytes, 32 bytes, and time length TTL time taken to leave is 126. That's like we it's a connection has been established in good way, or the connection is connected. Connections are in secure, but there is no any mistakes in these connections. Now we are going to send the message. Like in the simulation part, we are going to simulate like edit filters. In these edit filters, we are going to remove all of this DNS, all like this. All of this, we are going to remove all of these things. Okay, pause. And now we are going to we have added the filters. Now we will be going to the PDO. In this PDO, click this PDO and take the click here and one click here. Yeah. Now start the simulation whether the message is transforming through the two routers from the PC1 Office 1 to the Office 2 or not. Click, yeah. It's moving, like we can see the progress here in this taskbar. Like here we can see where the PC sends the message to the router to the other router, and other router will send the message to the PC where it need to send the message. And this PC1, when the PC1 receives the message from the PC 0, it sends the acknowledgement to the router, and router sends to the acknowledgement to the router 0, and router 0 sends the acknowledgement from the PC1 to the PC 0. Like here successful. Yeah, the message has been sent and received is successfully done. Here we can see that successful thing. Okay, this is the one we are moving. Like this is the VPN connection between the two offices. Like we can edit like the we can edit here office one and here office two. Like we can edit these all things by clicking here. And next, if we want to delete something, we can make use of this bar. I have now the message has been went. Like here it shows that in the simulation panel, we can see that yeah, when at starting we moved from PC 0 to PC1 ICMP, that color is green in the sense like it's moving from the PC 0 to PC1 is has done the connection. That is the connection has been made properly, and the data shared or sent from the PC 0 to PC1 and receive the acknowledgement is successfully done. This is what the simulation part we have done in the Cisco packet drive. Thank you, and please like, share, and subscribe.